Ascendance of a Bookworm has finally made its way back to us with season number 3, and I have to say gifts definitely came early, as did the premiere of season 3 of Ascendance of a Bookworm, as it was supposed to launch on Tuesday, but we got a gift for it here on Mondays. Now, I don't know if the cadence of Ascendance of a Bookworm is going to continue to be on Mondays, as it was supposed to be Tuesdays, but regardless, I am so happy that it's here. So I'm going to start my review here today by just kind of putting out a little PSA to everybody watching this video. If you are watching season 3, episode number 1, I am just going to assume that, hey, we're friends, we're vibing, and we absolutely love this anime. I can't imagine somebody who didn't like this anime, or who's not a fan of it, or who doesn't like it really, making it to the 27th episode of an anime just to come and say it sucks. So the PSA is, I am absolutely in love with Ascendance of a Bookworm, and I'm going to be incredibly biased because this anime, I think I have rewatched it probably 10 times since it's launched originally a few years ago. And I mean, I've watched the subbed, I've watched the dubbed, I've rewatched it again probably just a couple of months ago, and this is just one of my favorite animes of all time. It definitely is up there when it comes to like isekai anime. It's definitely probably like if not my number 1, probably like my number 2 favorite of all time, and it's definitely in my top 5 of all time. Ascendance of a Bookworm, I never really got a chance to talk about it on the channel, so I'm going to definitely vomit all of what I love about the anime right here. But before I do, let me talk about the episode. So this episode, and if you want to stay till the end, I'll kind of talk about Ascendance of a Bookworm in totality and what it brings to the anime genre, etc., etc. But let me talk about the actual episode, because Season 3 premiered with an episode called The Beginning of Winter. And it immediately introduced some brand new characters to us. Well, not so new. It introduced the blacksmith who is looking at Myne to be his patron, which essentially just means that to ascend to the next level of being a blacksmith, like to go from being an apprentice to being an official blacksmith, he needs somebody to sponsor him. So essentially he needs a sponsor that can vibe for his work, and basically say like, yeah, this man, this person, this lady, they do an amazing job at X job. So they need a sponsor to sponsor them, not only verbally, not only communicatively, but also financially. Somebody to financially back him. And he kind of backed Myne into a corner a little bit, but she was able to turn it around and immediately strike a deal and say, okay, I will sponsor you, I will back you, I will be your patron, whatever, but you're going to be creating these specific items for me. Which my first thought was like, yo, was Myne about to create a typewriter? We're gonna get there, I think, eventually. But really, what she was creating here was stamps. So essentially, you know, in old school ways, you know, they would put little the letters on stamps, and they would kind of bunch them together, and they would be able to press. So do WordPress with certain metal stamps. So she's gonna have him because he is a very meticulous worker. He looks at all the minute and finite details. He's kind of OCD in a way. So he's basically the perfect person based on his prior history with her, who he created a specific blade to cut paper for her. So he's the perfect one to do this for Myne. Then you have all the other stuff that is the ink-related stuff, because Myne has been investigating a different way to create ink, right? There's more than one way to create ink. Currently, the way they create ink is they basically get the materials and they get they extract it from plants. So it's a plant-based ink. Now, as we know, because Myne's experimented before, she's experimented with like trying to do it out of lead. She's experimented to try and do it out of the excrements from the fireplace, where they call it lut or something. I don't remember what the exact word is, but she tried to do it that way. She tried to do it like an ink way, basically, like, you know, like from squid type ink, things like that. So she's trying to do it a multitude of different ways, and there's a lot of different ways to do it, but she can't do it alone. So because of her interest and basically seeking out certain people to assist with this, she has attracted the attention of and it's the dumbest thing in the world, but she's attracted the attention of the Ink Guild. The fact that there's a guild surrounded by this is just mind-boggling to me, but she's attracted the attention of the Ink Guild in a negative sense. So they're coming after her, so much so that they went and they talked to our boy Mr. Benno, and they struck up some kind of deal with him. I'm sure he's going to divulge the information to us, to me, to you, and to Myne next episode. But while they were doing that, Lutz came and told Myne, like, hey, watch out, they're after you. Well, all in all, she had to make a decision to go and stay at the church, which she was gonna do anyways, because this season 3 is directly picking up from season 2, where she has the winter dedication ceremony and stuff. Basically, she's gonna have to be lived in so she can kind of do her dedication on a regular basis and the ceremony that's coming up. So she had to go and stay there early because of her safety at that point. And all of this is absolutely interesting. And then obviously we got left off on a little bit of a cliffhanger with one of the dudes there, the shady looking dude from the Ink Guild, striking up some deal with a noble. Purple hair, I think he's definitely going to come into play eventually too. He probably just has a strong interest in her. She probably can do some financial finagling a little bit on to being able to kind of get paid for her ideas when it comes to ink. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that. But overall, just extremely ecstatic and happy, and so glad that this anime is back. I had the dumbest smile on my face. This season alone, we got Shield Hero, and now we're getting Ascendance of Bookworm. And for me, Ascendance of Bookworm is a little higher on my list than Shield Hero. This is gonna immediately be my favorite thing this season. Throughout the whole entire episode, I was smiling, I was cackling, I was laughing at all of Myne's antics and expressions, and I'm in love with this world. I'm in love with the characters. From Tootie to Frida to Otto to Ferdinand. I can't wait to see more Ferdinand this season. He's our mysterious man. To Lutz, to everybody who's in this world. I'm absolutely in love with them. And then obviously we have all the stuff with Delia, and we're gonna have to deal with the priest a little bit later on, and hopefully Myne doesn't kill him this time. So all of that stuff, I can't wait for it to come into fruition. I'm just so happy this anime is back. This anime has been amazing, and season 3 is finally here. Real quick, to not take up too much time, one of the things that Ascendance of the Bookworm, and if you guys want to bounce out now, that's my episode number 1 of season 3 was absolutely amazing. I can't believe we're here. So if you guys want to hop off now, let me know what your comments are down in the comments below. Throw us a like and sub before you leave, and make sure you come back every single week. So put on them damn notifications. Do it for your boy. But Ascendance of Bookworm is something really special in anime, just because it does a few different things, right? It's wholesome. It does slice of life. It's going to dabble a little bit in romance as we kind of go into the future. It does the slow life stuff very well, and then on top of everything else, it's an isekai. So I just think that Ascendance of a Bookworm is just so special in the anime genre, but especially it exudes something special in the isekai genre. If we were to say that Jobless Reincarnation did something really special by giving us somebody from birth and putting us all the way through and making the world magical, I think from a reincarnation standpoint, I think Ascendance of a Bookworm does something extremely special as well in that same regards, because you have Myne and who she lived for before and what she lives for. Her purpose in life is books, and it's just so special. And this anime has gotten me to laugh, to cry. Even though there's moments that happen in this anime that I know that they're gonna come. It's like watching a movie where it's like watching Mustafa die in Lion King. You know it's coming, but you're gonna cry anyways. This has happened to me constantly before, but this one is definitely extremely special. And I am, again, so happy that it's back and we all get to experience it, because this is just something that's definitely a big standout in the anime genre. But I'm going to leave you guys on those thoughts there. Season 3, Ascendance of the Bookworm, is back. Myne and the gang are back, and I cannot wait to see more of it as we truck our way into season number 3. Put down everything, your excitement, thoughts, negativity, positivity. Put all that down in the comments. Let's chat about episode 1 of season 3 in the comments down below, and make sure, like I said earlier, that you guys come back next week. All right, my friends, I'll see you guys next week. Peace.